Hey everybody, I'm coming to you live from Santa Rosa Beach down here at Ed Walling Beach Access, and I wanted to share with you today, and for those of you who don't know me, it's Colleen Riddle. I am a health and fitness expert, and I love sharing tips on fitness, freedom, and fun. So today I am picking the fitness aspect and staying healthy through the long weekend. You know, you guys probably have a lot of plans coming up, parties to go to, barbecues to go to, and if we aren't intentional, we can get a little out of control, can't we? So I wanted to share with you just 5 tips that I think will help you survive the weekend, but still have a great time doing it. But with just 5 simple tips, you can prepare yourself and have fun along the way. So the first tip I want to give you is to be prepared. So if you're going to a barbecue this weekend, bring your own side dish. My favorite thing to bring to a party, to a get-together, is a big old healthy salad. Pile it on with tons of veggies and avocados and even some chicken. And that way I know that there's one thing there that I can have that's healthy. So whatever that might be for you, but bring a healthy side dish. So that is tip number 1, is bring your own side dish to a get-together or barbecue that you're going to have. All right, so tip number 2 is to avoid the big old creamy side dishes that are at barbecues, right? The macaroni salad, the potato salad, the macaroni and cheese, you know, any of those cheesy, creamy things that are sometimes delicious, and you can have a little, but avoid that and get more veggies, fresh fruit, load up your plate with the protein that's offered, you know, grilled chicken, whatever they have there, and load up on veggies and fruits. And if you want to try a little of that, you know, macaroni salad, go for it. But, you know, when you can control what you're putting on your plate, you can have a little of the good stuff, all right? So that's tip number 2. So tip number 3 is don't show up hungry. How many of you have done that before, where, you know, you're in a hurry, you've got things going throughout the day, and you show up at a gathering and you are like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm starving. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I know it's windy down here, but hopefully you can still hear. I'll put my microphone a little bit closer. But don't show up to the gathering hungry. So eat a snack before you go. Something that's full of protein, you know, maybe like an apple and some nut butter, you know, something with protein. My favorite go-to is my Vibe Shake. You know, it's 20 grams of protein and 7 vegetables. And I down that before I go to an event, you know, before I go to the barbecue. That way I don't have to, you know, be forced to eat what's there. I can pick and choose. So that's a big one, is eat a snack, eat something before you go. All right, so tip number 4. Okay, we all like to have some alcoholic beverages, right? I'm right there with you. I love my wine. So the tip with that is to drink a water between every alcoholic beverage. So if you're going to have a drink, the next one, have a water, and alternate your alcoholic beverages with water. That way, you're staying hydrated, it slows you down a little bit, and it just helps you be mindful. So for every drink you have some water. I'm the first one to tell you, you know, I love my wine, so, you know, I'm not going to tell you not to drink. So just have that water in between every alcoholic beverage. And then the last tip is to get moving. You know, look at this beach behind me, if you can see. So if you go to one of these events, be active. There's probably some fun events going on, and, you know, play tag with your kids. If there's a beach volleyball or volleyball in the backyard, or play frisbee or something to move your body at these events. You know, I got to tell you, I started playing beach volleyball last night. Oh my gosh, I have not played volleyball, first of all, in probably 15 years, besides one game on the beach when we were on our cruise not too long ago. But I got to tell you, that got my heart rate up. I couldn't believe how running around in the sand, digging out some balls, you know, really got my heart rate up. So find something active to do at these events. Even if there's nothing going on, start something. Be creative. Play paddleball. If any of you have a paddleball set, you know, anything to liven up the party a little bit and get your heart rate going. So those are the 5 tips to help you. So I'll review. So step number 1, bring a healthy side dish so that you're in charge of healthy things that go into your body. You know that you can count on at least one thing there that you can eat. Step number 2, avoid the creamy side dishes and load up on fresh veggies and fruit. Step number 3, don't show up hungry. Make sure that you get a healthy snack before you go. Again, my go-to is a Vibe Shake. It's quick. I down it on the way to the event so that I am in control and I'm not starving when I get there, because there's nothing worse than being starving and then your only options are bad food. How many of you have ever done that? I mean, that's happened to me before, but since that's happened, I try to always at least, have a handful of nuts or something so I'm not in that situation. So the next step is to drink a water for every alcoholic beverage that you have. So that's step number 4. Make sure you're staying hydrated and drinking water. And step number 5 is to get moving while you're at these events. Be creative. Be the fun one. Be the fun one that has the idea to throw the ball around, to play some frisbee, to play tag with the kids. And that way you can be burning calories while you're having fun and enjoying your friends. And then lastly, I just want to thank all the veterans and any of you that are active service members now. That's what this weekend is all about, is saying thank you for all that you have done for our country. So I just wanted to take a few minutes, give you some healthy tips. Hopefully you can hear me. I know I'm in the middle of a bunch of activity going down here. And if you have any questions, I'll take a few minutes of questions and then we'll close out. But does anybody have any specific questions for me? Along the health and fitness lines, about staying healthy over a busy weekend, or anything. You can ask me anything. I'll stay on for just a couple minutes and see if anybody has any questions for me. Meanwhile, I'm going to pan so you can see this beautiful area that I live. It's a gorgeous day. All the visitors are starting to come in. It's no longer off season, so it's starting to get crowded down here. All right, you guys. Well, thanks so much for joining me. And if I can help you with anything in the future, any tips, fitness, anything, please don't hesitate to reach out with me. You guys have a fabulous weekend. Use these 5 tips. You'll have fun and stay healthy. Thanks, everybody.